Hey Libras, this is your first of the month reading from March the 1st to the 15th. I hope everyone's having a good day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising, because you could be in that energy as well. All right, just pulling you some cards here. Okay. So, in our main energy right now, we have the Knight of Pentacles. That means someone might be coming forward with you for a stable offer here. Maybe it's a new job. Maybe it's just some stable money of some sort. Maybe someone owing you money. The Knight of Pentacles is bringing in that kind of financial stability for you. So if that's something that you've been waiting for a while, maybe you've been waiting on a raise, maybe it's your tax return, I don't know, whatever it is for you here, there's just a little bit of money, a little bit of stability coming in for you. Again, maybe feeling like a new job, is energy I'm getting here. It's interesting though, because we have the Queen of Cups reversed and we have the Knight of Swords reversed. The Knight of Swords reversed is kind of like stuck energy. So recently we might have been feeling kind of stuck where we are, maybe becoming a little emotionally bitter, maybe a little closed off to our emotions as well. Here, this could be kind of where you were currently, or like the job you're at now. You've just kind of checked out a little bit. You're just like not in it anymore. You just don't care anymore. And it's kind of caused this stagnancy here a little bit. It's kind of caused things to not move forward. If it's not that, it's just telling you, Libra, that there's some energy here of you having to address some of your maybe closed off emotions, and that's why that you are taking the little bit of time here, or a little bit of a break, to kind of, I don't know, to kind of work on that, to work on those emotions kind of popping up as well. Okay. We also have the Six of Swords here. Libra, so sorry about that. I just had to address something quickly on my phone. Okay, so where I was going here. Seems like we're moving away from something. Something's done here. This, again, might be this new chapter for you here, this new financial offer that's coming in. Maybe that offer is somewhere else. Maybe we're feeling like it's really like time to move on from something. And that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling in this top row. It's like time for something new. It's time to move on to something different. Whether that be financial, whether that be love, I don't know, but it just seems like we're ending something and moving past into something else. Our time has come here. All right, we're having a little bit of trust issues about it though. So what is this that we're not kind of trusting here? Fear is kind of chopping us here a little bit. So we have the Nine of Wands, we have the Devil energy, and we also have Judgment reversed. It's telling us that, especially when the Judgment is reversed, that we are making our error in judgment here. And what is causing this error in judgment is this Devil energy. The Devil energy likes to make tricks, likes to keep you where you are, keep you from evolving, keeping you from growing and really keep you living in fear is basically what it is. It's the energy here that you see the two people are kind of tied by their neck. Here, they're tied down, right? They can't get everything they want here because they're tied down. And that's what this Devil energy does. Whatever it is for you, it's feeling a lot fear-based. Here, Libra, it's feeling like fear is kind of keeping us in the same place. Fear is stopping us from moving forward, or maybe trying out something new here because we just aren't trusting things. You know, that little voice in our head that comes in is being like, you're not good enough, or what if it all goes bad? That's fear talking, right? It's not your own thought, but it's just fear kind of sneaking in and being like, hey, what if everything does go wrong? But what if everything does go right? You know, you never know here. You never know till you kind of take that leap of faith. You never know till you kind of move on here. You move past Libra. And that's this kind of energy here, is just be like, we got to really see what is fear talking and what is actually kind of logic or judgment talking. Because it's just saying right now that fear in your head is kind of winning, is winning here. That Devil on your shoulder saying you're not good enough. That Devil on your shoulder saying you'll never get everything you want in your life. Devil on your shoulder saying all these lies to you to kind of keep you in place. We really got to kind of work on that and start trusting that things are meant for us, or trusting that we know when it's time to move on. We know when it's time for something new here. I'm sure you can feel it deep down in your body. And just kind of, yeah, just go for it. Just jump in. It's feeling right. No more feeling stuck in like one place here. Four of Wands, celebration. This is moving home energy. This could be wedding. This can be anything like that. So it could be like, again, returning home. Some of you might be moving home. or just going to spend some time with family or where kind of you grew up. The Four of Wands can also represent a birth of a baby, a marriage, any kind of those kind of home life situations here. So we might be kind of returning home, or to go to maybe a wedding, or returning home to help celebrate a baby here as well. But it seems like this energy here is also kind of about foundations and foundational things. So basically, you know, what we want our life to look like, what do we want to happen here, you know, what do we want to celebrate, what do we want to create, is the energy I'm getting this from this as well. But let me see more on this Four of Wands. Some of you might be going through a breakup period, or energy in kind of a breakup energy, because we have the Page of Cups reversed and we have the Hermit card here. So it's the Page of Cups in reverse is kind of like a relationship that didn't really follow through here, or an emotional invitation that really didn't work out. And then I have the Hermit, which kind of means alone time or being alone. So it feels like whatever this kind of going home to do is to kind of address maybe something here that didn't work out for you. Maybe it was a marriage, maybe it was an engagement, maybe it was a partner that you thought you were going to get married to and create a life with, but it didn't work out in that favor. It seems the Star card here in reverse also saying we're losing hope of the fact a little bit. So it kind of feels like you feel like you're going to be alone forever, or things won't kind of work out for you. So switch that around. Again, that's just kind of fear-based talking, Libra. Fearing that things kind of won't work out, not having hope for the future. It's all kind of keeping you stuck in place kind of where you are. Especially if we kind of are going through this breakup, or going through with this relationship that didn't really work out here. Again, you might be moving to a new home as well. I just kind of keep getting a lot of like home stuff coming up for you. But I would trust that this relationship wasn't meant for you, and be open to something new kind of along the way here. It just feels like, again, just because one situation didn't work out, it feels like you're kind of losing hope for all situations here. And again, that's just kind of fear-based logic. That's just kind of thinking that just because one thing didn't work out, that it will never work out for you. You could be having some conflict right now with a fire sign. We have the King of Wands in reverse here. The King of Wands is in reverse is someone that is maybe really angry, someone that is quick to anger, someone who's like kind of bitter, kind of mean energy here as well. So you might be getting into a fight with someone like that, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius here. There might be, again, it just feels like you might be battling or having a little bit of conflict with this person. Seems to have something to do with work ethic here, because we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Either someone isn't seeing the hard work that you are doing, or someone is seeing, or someone here is not really putting in their share, is what I'm feeling from this. So you're kind of frustrated. You're like, why are you not putting in the work here that I'm trying to put in? And that's what it's kind of feeling. Maybe this was that relationship that you just kind of walked away from here, or that we were moving on from, because you're just like, you're not putting in the work, you don't care, you're not putting in the kind of energy here. And it just causes us to bicker and fight and be angry with each other. And you're like, I'm frustrated by that. I'm frustrated that all we do is fight. I'm frustrated that, you know, we're always mad at each other and we're not actually trying to fix or solve the problem. Now, that could be in a romantic relationship. That could also be in a work relationship as well. This whole reading is really feeling, Libra, like it's time to move past something, or time to move on from something, because it's just not serving us anymore. But fear is kind of locking us in place. Fear is telling us, hey, we can't kind of move forward anymore from this. New chapter, something wants to kind of be birthed for you here, something new. So if you are being compelled to move on, or to look at different options here, kind of trust that. Yeah, brighter days are kind of on the way. The Sun card coming out, your happiness. I really want you to put your happiness as your #1 priority right now. You know, feeling abundant, feeling happy in kind of your everyday life, because that's the most important. It seems like, again, I'm just kind of getting this energy that something might might be like draining you here. And if you're worried that happiness will never come for you, it says that happiness is on the way. The Three of Wands with the Sun card is such an amazing card to have. It means that happy opportunities are on the way for you. Happiness is on the way for you. So if that is something that you're doubting right now, Libra, I wouldn't, because again, it says good times are on the way. Even if we're in a time now where we're maybe a little emotionally closed off, maybe we're a little checked out, maybe things aren't really moving for us here, we're kind of sitting in fear, it seems like you're going to be victorious of this and you're going to move past it. And I keep getting my eyes drawn back to the Six of Swords. Chaotic. Oops, something just fell off my desk. But I keep getting drawn back to that Six of Swords there, that moving away from something, moving past things that just aren't working for us anymore. And having the power to do that, and having the power to kind of understand that. We're moving away. We're moving towards our own happiness here. I feel like we're finally getting to a place where we feel like we actually deserve it. Actually deserve to kind of be happy, actually deserve to kind of, you know, get what we want here. Definitely feels like you're releasing a job. I'm not going to lie here. I have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. I have the Ten of Swords reversed. And then I also have the Four of Pentacles reversed. It's just feeling this energy, like this job, this money, it's just not worth it anymore. You're like feeling like, again, you're just like, I don't know what I'm going to do next, but this is just not it anymore. I'm not feeling great about this. I'm not feeling happy. It's sucking all my energy. I'm just getting into conflicts with maybe all my coworkers or things like that. You're just like, is this really worth my energy? And it seems like it's not. It seems like you're like, I'm ready for something new, especially whatever this Knight of Pentacles is here. You're ready for something a little bit more stable, and that's not only just financially stable, but that's more even stable in an emotional sense. Stable where you're not waking up every day like dreading to go to work, or dreading or dreading this relationship, or dreading whatever it is for you here, Libra. You're releasing that, you're letting go. You're like, you know what, I'm going to follow places that make me feel good, that work in my best interest here. And if it doesn't, then it's time to say goodbye to it. I feel like you're kind of taking your authority here, your own inner authority back. Going to pull some cards for you here, some oracle cards for this reading, a situation. Yep, I feel that. All right, so the first card you got was anxiety here, and I just want to read that out for you. And you're like, well, you don't really need to read it out, but again, the woman on this card is filled with anxiety and worrying about something that causes her a great deal of discomfort. Receiving this card upright may indicate that you're experiencing a time of increasing stress, perhaps even a situation that you find yourself brooding about much of the time. However, if you notice the scene outside the window, the storm is distant and perhaps even moving away. Whatever is going on, this card is telling you to release the worry and let yourself relax. Brooding and fretting will never solve things, so trust in yourself and trust in your process. When you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you're more likely to receive the solutions you think. I let go of fear and worry, and I assume the best and live in peace. All is well. And I think that's kind of what this card is addressing here, what this whole situation is here. You're never fully stuck in something. You have choice in this life to kind of move away if you need to, or release things that aren't really working out for you anymore. But again, that fear comes in and says, what if, what if, what if, what if? And it causes you all this kind of stress, because you're like, what if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? And then your anxiety melts, right? Or builds. So check what give you kind of peace this week and what things are just not working anymore. You also got called. Soul gifts, training, it's time to step up. You've come to Earth with a double mission, to grow as a soul and to bring about a shift in consciousness. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purposes is to trust that your soul is calling you forward, for it's encoded with the most direct path forward. Your soul has so many unique gifts that it came here to share. Some of you may already be aware of, others may just be beginning to uncover. You're being called to remember that your soul intelligently chose the perfect conditions to carry out your soul's mission and share your soul's gifts. If you're being called towards a creative project, a passion, or a venture, this card is your confirmation that you are facing the right way and that this moment is right here, is destined for you. If you're feeling underprepared or thinking, who am I to do that? That fear, right? That trust. This card is guiding you to step up and leap. And that's what we were talking about throughout this read, right? It's time to kind of step up and consider perhaps that your soul has been training for this moment right here for lifetimes. All right, Libra, it looks like we are kind of, stepping up our game here a little bit. We're moving away from things that are not for us anymore. I'm proud of you for doing that because that's not an easy thing, especially if it's feeling like something that's been so comfortable for so long. All right, Libra, this was your first of the month reading. I hope that helped.